Hey, Deplorable. Hey, Steph. Hey, Jabo. How you doing? Hey, Nicole. Upload my videos. Came up and got a lottery ticket. Deader than a doornail around here. Good, Deplorable. How you doing? Hey, Joe. Hey, Della. Yeah, I need good luck. You know, Michigan came out with a lot of add-ons for even the simplest ticket. And I win almost every day on it. It's not, in betting theory, it's not a good bet. Because it's $1. The jackpots are only around 120 grand or something. So I get 2 add-ons, which brings a low jackpot, turns it into a $3 ticket, which, like I said, there's theories on betting. It's not good. But almost every day I get my money back. And, you know, I think they're encouraging people to buy them. And last week I won 200. Hey, Beefus. I want to win that Powerball. Yeah, I mean, that's nothing great, but I mean, you know, it makes sense that they're giving a lot of, like, low winners just to keep people because, you know, you can get a damn Mega Million for that or a Powerball. Why in the hell would you get something with only a $115,000 jackpot? Well, that's why. Kind of makes it more fun. I quit playing Russian roulette. Hey, J-Bo. With Dominic? Ginger's about ready to have 2 babies. Dominic, I'd love to interview him. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Rita. You know, it's damn weird YouTube, you know. It's like they just came out with a new setup on your mobile app. And once in a while, like tonight, you know, I'm uploading these long videos I did today of out in the lake. So while I'm doing that sometimes, you know, I'll dink around, change things or something. I clicked on there and it'll hold messages and then it'll ask you to approve messages, this kind of thing. And I go through them all the time, probably during the course of a day on my phone and when I'm home, probably 20 times. You know, I try and keep up my messages or acknowledge somebody making a comment. And like, here's one of these weird instances. So I click on there tonight. It gives me about 630 messages from a year ago, last October, that I never even knew I got until tonight. And I answered them all or, you know, gave them a heart or whatever. But it's the screwiest system. They're probably thinking this jackass doesn't even answer a simple question. I just knew of it tonight. Another weird thing is I can go and I can check all the messages on my phone and it'll be none. Refresh it, check it again, none. Check my laptop, none. Refresh it, there'll be 10 messages there. So weird. Hey, Salty. I thought I was going to get a train, but you know, you can hear the trains from over 20 miles away on a quiet night like tonight, no wind, not much ambient noise. I mean, this is really like Andy and Mayberry. I thought I was going to get a train, but it must have went through and I didn't hear it and it was on its way out of town, which happens sometimes. I'll go down there and sit and you can't really tell if it's coming or going. I know that seems nuts. Not when it's in the distance like that. Hey, Rana. Yeah, take a break, Jessica. So I got my videos. I think the video I got today in Taos is fantastic. I used the Doka pole, which is 30 foot high. Plus I went underwater in rough waters, pounding the shore. And then I did the beach. And then I did back in the wildlife observatory. I mean, I like that kind of stuff, but I mean, they're never going to go viral or anything, but I like doing them. Fish. Well, I am going to go out to Vegas. I haven't been out there in about 7 or 8 years. I thought of taking off for Vegas earlier in the week. I thought of taking off for Montana earlier in the week. I have these crazy thoughts. I didn't even know I was going to Taos today. Glad I did, though. It was a beautiful day. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Vegas and a couple places. I like Kentucky too. Yeah, it's true, Dale. It's true. Yeah. Oh, really, Diana? Sorry about that. Yeah, it's funny you should say that. I see him dead by the road. Not very much, but I'll show you how weird, like, your senses are. About 6 years ago, I was going through a phase of, like, taking, like, different photos of railroad tracks. And there's some places where they're way out in the middle of nowhere. If you look on a map here, they go up into Grayling. And there's some impressive places where they built these like bridges to go through this total marsh area. And I looked down the track, way down, and I could not figure out what the hell it was. It looked like a mini dinosaur. I'm not shitting you. That's how your eyes plays tricks on you. And I watched it and watched much, still couldn't figure it out. So I ended up just kept walking that way. And it was a long ways. I mean, it was a long ways away. Anyway, I ended up walking right on it. It was a porcupine. It was eating these weird, like, leafy things that look like fuzzy cabbage leaves. But no, I hardly ever... That's the only time I've ever ran into one my whole life in the wild. I think it's because they're nocturnal, and maybe they have great hearing. I don't know. I know on the state and federal levels that they constantly bitch about the amount of lumber that porcupines ruin, like in their managed forests. And I just had a guy, Michigan Department of Transportation guy, come up to me about 3 weeks ago, and there's something eating the signs about 30 miles north of here, eating the tops of the signs. And I happened to run into a U.S. Fish and Game guy eating lunch about a month ago, and I was talking to him, and he told me, he guaranteed me it was porcupines, that he's seen them up on top of signs before. Why they're eating it, who knows? But it makes sense. But I'd never seen them. That's the only time I've ever saw one in the woods. And I've never seen a black bear in the woods. They're up here. Not a lot around here, although they did hit a 400-pounder here about 5 years ago. But I've never seen one. There's way more up in the UP. Yeah, there's lots of trees here. Big time. This is how it is once the sun goes down. Slow town here. Not much going on. Believe it or not, Daisy was bugging me to go for a ride, even though she was with me all day today. I met a guy that knows Mary, actually, walking on the beach today. Yeah, this is how it is here. This is it all the time. Like, just nobody out. All the businesses are closed. I mean, I'm cool with it now. And if it wasn't for the internet, I probably wouldn't live here. But I like, at my age now, it's like fine with me. Even like in all these northern towns, really, to tell you the truth, are kind of dead. And the weird thing is even houses are starting to sell for a lot here, which doesn't make a bit of sense because there's no jobs, no decent paying jobs. Yeah, super quiet. The biggest employer in the county is actually that gas station I was just at. You know, I go in there all the time. I know most of the girls. And see, I've talked about this before. Like, that's enough of a social life for me. Go in, say hi to the girls, get a lottery ticket, know the clerks at Walmart, that kind of thing. And that's good enough for me. But when that's taken away, that little bitty interaction, man, I go nuts. Like during COVID, there's like you couldn't even have that. And it's still pretty rough here as far as eating inside, but we don't really have anything that great here. This COVID, man, has still really nailed businesses bad. This business right up here on the corner, this pizza place, I mean, that place killed it. Believe it or not, I think they did. I was told, and I believe this, about $3 million a year in sales, which for a local small town pizza place, now they have a liquor license. This place right here on the corner, and even on the weekends, like you'd have to like drive around like I'm doing, finding a place to park. And boy, on Fridays and Saturdays, you could park in the front all the time. AKP. Yeah, I mean, there's no, good jobs. There's 2 buildings down here that I bought. One of them I totally redid, and I finally sold them after 5 years. It took forever. What a mistake that was. When I get urges like that now, I go swallow a Prozac, wash it down with a shot of tequila. Seems to work. Keeps me from buying crazy shit. Yeah, it's like, seriously, it's like Andy and Mayberry. We got a big scandal going on here. All our chiropractors just got charged with felonies for stealing ID and committing insurance fraud. It's a big deal. If you Google West Branch, Michigan, just type 14 criminal charges. That's our railroad depot. Hey, Jennifer. Yeah, and that's a big deal going on right now. I saw the sheriff the other day. I don't really know him well, in Walmart, and I said, I got to drive 50 miles to get an adjustment now. He didn't say anything. Hey, Deanna. Yeah, they're in big trouble. Those are hard. It's hard to defend those because there's really no defense. They got you by the balls with paperwork. So it isn't like, circumstantial evidence where they don't have a hard copy. And when you're faced with those kind of charges, you got a big problem because they're not inclined to bargain. It's a simple case to prove, even if you get a jury trial. So this could likely be the end of the careers for a lot of these people. They'll be working at Walmart stocking canned corn. One horse town. My damn camera lens is dirty. Isn't that crazy? Only one gas station open all night. Getting cold. Yeah, that's it. You don't have to bargain. When they got you by the balls like that, no need to bargain. That's exactly right. It's when the evidence is shaky. It's when you bargain. And there's always a boilerplate deal, but what happens is, even the biggest crook in the world, they're floored when they get nailed with these felonies, and they think, I'm going to hire a good lawyer and get out of this. It doesn't really work that way. If they've got you by the balls with proof, you can get a good lawyer or a bad lawyer, and they're not giving you any deal other than a felony. And that's what people try and avoid. A criminal conviction with a felony. It's a pain in the ass. You can't work a lot of places. You can't even go over to Canada with a misdemeanor. There's plenty of people that get drunk driving tickets, and that ends their fishing and camping days in Canada. They don't want you over there. It's crazy. But it makes sense, Canada, that's why Windsor, Ontario has like 2 murders a year, and Detroit has, 600 a year. They don't put up with that kind of crap over there. I see there's a big problem with getting marijuana shipped from Canada to. They're catching people all the time. Hey, Mia. So I just drive around a little bit, take a little break. Daisy's riding. Daisy loves riding in the van. Such a good dog. Whenever she wants something, I'd do it. Not kidding you, she's got me trained. So that's what happens. And we're getting a Myers. If you don't live around, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, it's a big place like Walmart. Of course, we have a Tractor Supply. Our family fair just went out of business. That's not uncommon. We've got a Aldi's. They haven't really done that great. Although I talked to a girl that works here the other day, and she said they're really doing great now. So maybe it's changed. We got two hospitals that hate each other's guts. They're always turning each other in for bullshit. That's a never-ending battle. And all the family videos are the last one standing went out of business. They all went tits up. I'm surprised they hung, but these northern communities, man, there's people up here still watching movies on VCRs. I'm not kidding you. Log cabins. Yeah, there's only a few things I get at Aldi's. Scallops, orange juice, and fruit. Their meat sucks. I don't know whether that's the meat that fell off the truck or what, but the meat, the chicken, it's just low grade. Oh, Newberry, yeah. I don't get by Newberry too much. I thought about going up to Marquette too. See, this is family fare. I don't know what in the hell's going to go in here. Yeah, food is low grade. You're right. Yep. Especially Save-A-Lot. We had a dog food place that went out of business too. COVID really nailed these places. Of course, we got Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Dollar something else. This mall is about not doing too hot. And we just got a thing in the mail where you voted if you wanted a marijuana thing. They're all over up north. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't know if you know it or not, but there's different grades of everything. I mean, obviously, you know it with hamburger and you know it with steak. But it's the same with chicken wings, sliced ham, chicken breasts. You go in a food broker's catalog, and you'll be surprised the different grades you can get of things. Same with mushrooms, fries, all sorts of shit. There's like 6 different grades of French fries. From the worst ones in the world to like ones that everybody wants. It's so crazy. I know 2 people that do that for a living. They make pretty good money, and they'll tell me it's like, hey, I was just over, Mary Jane's, and they want the cheapest of everything. Like that chicken I got the other day was shit. And I knew I shouldn't have ordered it, but I did anyway, because the menus are so limited, some of these places. They can't get cooks that can actually follow a recipe. It's just short order fry cooks. So they did away with making like pigs in a blanket and nice things that require some prep and some recipes. They're just going with simple shit. And obviously they bought the cheap fried chicken. We just got this O'Reilly's. Even the liquor stores are closing at 8 p.m. And these car dealers, I can't figure out this car dealer owns, the one brother owns a helicopter. I mean, I don't know how you even stay in business. This is one of the chiropractors right here. Closed, no shit. They'll be lucky if they ever reopen again. And there's like other people that they charge that weren't part of the main probe that are like really well liked and in the community, and everybody is just freaking out. Caught him red-handed. That's a big one, insurance fraud. There's a lot of stuff that goes along, especially with the sentencing guidelines. For the life of me, I can't figure out how people don't think they're going to get nailed. Oh, you got here in time, Melissa. You got to the party just right. I actually took an hour and a half nap when I got back, so I'm just dicking around, really. I like driving around anyway. But even if you wanted to do something right now, everything is closed. Walmart closes at 11. See, in Michigan now, you used to need probable cause to run a license plate, but you don't anymore. And insurance information is entered in LIN, which stands for the Law Enforcement Information Network. So you'll see cops on the side of the road here, and they've got these scanners that scan vehicles when they go by. So that cop knows whether or not your insurance is good. And you drive by in a half a second whether your vehicle is associated with any crime. And they'll sit and they'll catch these people. You'll see housewives with like a baby in their arms crying because their car's going to get towed. They need a ride home and they're not going to make it to wherever they were going. I mean, it's kind of sad, but you know, you're supposed to have insurance. Actually, there's a cop that I didn't get along with here, and he let a lady go with a kid, which I thought was pretty cool. But I think it cost him his job. I just talked to somebody, and they said that he retired. Well, you know what? He wasn't old enough to retire. So I don't know whether that had anything to do with it or not. Yeah, in West Branch, Michigan. I'm just dicking around, driving around. This is a Super 8. These places were hurting too. This is the county seat here where, you know, our offices are, so it's busier than a lot of the smaller places, you know. Hey, by the way, that big doe that I've fed on and off for 5 years, I've been worried about her because I haven't seen her. I saw her as I was leaving, but it was too dark to get any video. So she didn't get shot with a bow and arrow because technically, if you were friends with the guy that owned the golf course behind me, and he said you could hunt there, you could pick those deer off legally because it's in the township, not the city. So I'm glad that she's still around. West Branch, you know, it's the same distance for me to go to West Branch as it is to Detroit. As it is to, it's the same distance for me to go to West Branch to Detroit or West Branch to Sault Ste. Marie. About 180 miles. 180 miles. Yeah, it's nice. Now, I couldn't have handled it if I was much younger, you know. But this mall's about ready to go tits up. Probably a janitor here right now working. Daisy likes looking around. Daisy's a night dog. But this whole beginning of the end with this started with a roof collapse on the other end about 7 years ago. And there was an anchor store there, and they never rebuilt. And of course, other associated things, right? The economy and then COVID. But these places this is half vacant right now. I don't know what in the hell they're going to do with this when it goes tits up. This Eddie Bauer is hanging in here, up here, and this thing, but it's not good. I did live in Detroit before, yeah. Yep. Dearborn too. I had a house in Dearborn, Ann Arbor, Ypsi. See, but all this space available. You know, it's funny. I used to know the lady that was the mall manager here. It was a long time ago. And you know, when you crunch the numbers, this is right off the expressway. Believe it or not, most of their business, this is crazy for a strip mall at that time, was by local people, which I was just shocked. I thought for sure it would have been tourists on their way places, but this had a big local following. So I'm sure with this Meijer's coming in and clothes and stuff like that, and we already have a Walmart, I think it's really gonna not be good. This Applebee's here. I'm not an Applebee's guy, but it used to be busy as hell. You'd wait for a half hour to go in there and eat on the weekend. And that COVID really put a damper on that deal. You don't ever see anybody. You can see when you drive by here, cars parked like right where I'm at now. And nothing. They got to be hurting. This is the roof that collapsed right here. Yeah, they just voted on the dispensaries thing, and I don't know what the outcome was on that. I'll tell you, I'm on the road. I go by it. Most of these dispensaries that I go by, there's nobody there hardly. There's one down in Inkster, down from the Red Roof Inn, that does well. You know, but it's not. I don't think it's the gold mine they thought it was going to be. So that gas station will be closed in 3 minutes. That's our big boy. I know the guy that runs that. KFC. This KFC, their sign's been burnt out for 3 years. They haven't got it. Never looks open. But I guarantee it's not open now. Wendy's is hardly ever open. Big boys. McDonald's closes early. See, everything's closed. Culver's, Rallies. Yeah, Ghost Town. Yep, sure is. I mean, I was coming up here before this stuff was even here. When I first started, they didn't have any of this. They did have the big boys, and McDonald's was built in '78, but they didn't have this Walmart and Home Depot and this stuff. So it was, I mean, this is kind of, it's not like Gaylord. Gaylord's like a legit destination. They've got all the big box stores. But even that's not like a place that would have a Barnes and Noble, you know what I mean? Once you get north of Saginaw, it's about it. Till you get to, even Traverse City doesn't have a Barnes and Noble. Yeah, and the Astrovan, yep. Yeah, West Branch is small. I think the town's like 2,100 or something like that. You can Google it. It's most of the residents come from there's big farming community up here, and not mega farmers, but third, fourth, fifth generation farming. I mean, I like it. It's perfect for me. I'll probably not move again. I hope not. I mean, I don't know where I'd go anyway. I was glad to get out of Chicago. Hey, Frisky. Giving them a tour of West Branch. A lot of small businesses come and go. I mean, like I tell people, these towns, these northern Michigan towns, they were busy 100 years ago than they are now. They were. Lumber, trains coming up here from Detroit. It's crazy. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, about 2,300, yeah. But it's spread out. There's a lot of poverty here. A lot of poverty everywhere now. That church at the end of the street from me, they give away like food every, I don't know, month or something. There's a damn line that wraps around the building twice and out to the main drag. All they're giving away is like canned beans and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's tough. We don't have a homeless population. We've got 2 guys that are homeless. And actually, the police keep an eye on them. A cop stopped by the other day and asked me if I'd seen this guy because they wanted to take him to a shelter in Saginaw. I give this guy $20 whenever I see him. Seems like a nice enough guy. He always says, I'll pay you back. But they thought he was living in the woods near me. But I don't think that he is. I think I would have seen him by now. See, you see cars like this with the lights blinking? First thing I always think is they hit a deer. Oh, this guy is going to help him. That's nice of him. You get a lot of that up here. People help you. Hey, waiting. This is our little airport out here. Actually, I did my cross country for my pilot's license. I landed in West Branch. And that was like before I had any connection here. And it was a shorter runway. Yeah, there's deer all over out here. The hunting season's going on, and that kind of changes things. You know, it can make them move more, move less. You tuned in a little late, but that big doe that I've kind of kept an eye on for 5 years, she was out eating grass across the street, but it was too dark to get any video. But I'm glad to see she's alive. We've got 2 hospitals and they hate each other's guts. They're constantly suing each other, turning each other's in, trying to outdo each other. Yeah, we've got McLaren in mid-Michigan. And it's a big, huge political battle constantly. See, now if I had an airplane, I'd be out flying right now. Statistically, most single-engine pilots don't fly at night. I don't know why. I always thought night was great. It was smooth, nobody was around. For a while, I had more nighttime than I had daytime. For quite a while. I'd take off from Ann Arbor, fly up here, do a touch and go. Maybe do a touch and go in Saginaw on the way back. There was a guy that took off from a flying. I used to belong to the University of Michigan's Flyers Club, like a long time ago. You can look this up. This is about three years ago. An Asian guy rented a 172, and they actually called here and wanted to know if anybody had seen him. Long story short, this poor bastard ended up renting this 172, flew by here, got up over northern Michigan, put it on autopilot, opened the door, and jumped out over the lake. They're not sure if it was Michigan or Huron. The plane ended up running out of gas and crashing on the south rim of the Canadian border. Of course, no footprints or anything. And they just declared him legally dead not long ago, so his wife could get her stuff. But man, weird. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, look it up. University of Michigan pilot missing Ann Arbor. It was about 3 years ago. I had a lot of weird shit happen when I was in that club. There was a guy, his name was Professor Bill Williams. He was a Yale graduate and a PhD teaching physics at the University of Michigan. I never really hung out with him or anything, but I had a flight instructor buddy that did. And he was always doing stupid shit, talking to one airport and landing at another. Anyway, him and his wife decided he was going to do a lecture at Yale. And they decided to take off. And this guy took off in known icing conditions, which is the big no-no. You'll get violated for that, even if you don't crash and they catch you later. And a separate no-no was that you're supposed to keep approach plates for airports along your route. You know, back then everything was printed. You had a book. So long story short, he ends up getting ice over Lake St. Clair, which isn't even considered one of the Great Lakes. Look at it. It's very small. And it ended up that ice covered the intake for the fuel injection, started running right. Now, what he could have done right then, of course, I'm not second guessing a dead guy, right? But what most people would have done in a single engine airplane picking up ice, you'd have done whatever you had to do and worried about it later. You usually don't come back for that. And he was already fairly low, so it wasn't like he was going to get low and the ice was going to melt off. Ends up getting rough. What he should have done is done an emergency approach into Windsor, but he didn't. You know why? They could have given him approach surveillance radar because he didn't have the plates with him. So that's violation 1. He didn't have the approach plates, and if he'd nobody wants to declare an emergency. It's so much bullshit. That's what ends up killing a lot of guys. I mean, you got so much bullshit to deal with if you declare an emergency. It's going to be a suspension, a fine, reoccurrent training, bullshit. So you're always trying not to declare an emergency unless it's something obvious, like the thing catches on fire or you ran out of gas. When it's iffy there and you think you might make it, people tend to err on not declaring one. That's what he did. So he fucked around out there for a while. Didn't shoot the approach because he couldn't. Said he wanted to go to his destination, which is just nuts. The engine ends up quitting. They spiral down into Lake St. Clair and crash. She was a heavy set woman. It took forever. It was in November. It took forever for rescue to get out there, even though they had to jump because it's out in the middle of a little lake. It takes a while to get out there. Some General Motors, they had a Falcon 50, I think, or a Convair. I remember the pilots knew of the situation, actually descended, got down, got onto the cloud deck, spotted the plane in the water, and gave the exact GPS coordinates. It was really cool of them to do. And by the time they got there, they had drifted apart. And she lived, and he drowned. Professor Bill Williams. It just goes to show you how stuff can happen. Yeah. Yep. And normally there's governmental immunity, but if you can prove negligence. So what ended up happening was in his flight plan, he requested to not be vectored over water. And even though, it was a odd situation, there was a time when they vectored him over water. And the government sued for $300,000. Her name was Shelley Williams. So she probably got about $200,000, which is better than nothing. But yeah, that was game over for him. But here you got a smart guy, goes to a good school, Yale graduate, tenured professor. Just really think wouldn't do some shit like that. See, this guy I think the guy did hit a deer. I'll ask him. You need anything? You all right? Okay. Oh, see him right here? Oh, what? There they are now. That's kind of weird. I don't know what they're doing over there. Looks like I think they hit a deer. Bet you they did. Bet that guy the deer ran across the street and they're looking for it. You can keep a deer now if you hit it. Yeah, I lived in Woodstock for a while. I had a house in Woodstock. I got a buddy down there now. It's a paper company. I was thinking of going to Atlanta, down around there, and working a couple months just for something different. I'm bored. Working at this paper company. Just get a hotel and just live a new life for 2 or 3 months. But when he told me the jobs that were available, I thought, hell with that. Yeah, you can keep it now. Yeah, you never used to be able to. Yep. I bet they cracked a deer. Yeah. Yeah, Woodstock. Yep. I didn't stay there too much. So I still had a business in Michigan. I was trying not to get married, to be honest with you. That was part of the deal, that I had to show some commitment. Deer hunting season's down big time compared to the old days. At least it was. I didn't check this year. Did any of my videos come up yet? I got two pretty big ones, and I got a monster rendering right now. I took about an hour and a half nap, so I'm probably going to be up all night. Feel like wide awake. Hey, Okie, how you doing? Daisy wanted to ride around town. That a girl, hon. It's a good girl, honey. You're a good girl. Hey, Ralph, how you doing? The paper company is in Conyers and the hell's the other name of this thing? Madison. Madison. None of them are? Oh, shoot. They'll be up any minute. Yeah, Conyers and you know where Madison's at? He just bought a farm in Crawfordville, 200-acre farm. I'm gonna go check that farm out and stay down there a week. He's the guy that's got the place in Hilton Head. I got gas for 30 cents a gallon cheaper today over in Tawas. Yeah, you know, I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. The farm's nice he bought. He's always buying stuff like that. Now everybody's selling this baiting feed, but you're not supposed to be baiting deer, but everybody sells the feed. See, and here is the blinking light that you see when I do them from my home. Hey, me, Candy. Yeah, he said that a couple times. There was something going on there today, me, Candy. I mean, I wish the best for the guy, but that's not the first time that happened. And all of a sudden, the whole chat is turning towards this weirdness. So he got blocked, to tell you the truth. I mean, I wouldn't mind having him back on, but, you know, this happens periodically. And if you follow the comments, there's not a lot of logic there, if you know what I mean. It didn't make sense what he was saying, and it just got to where nobody's talking about anything, and it kills the fun. So this is the blinking light. Everybody thinks it's a cops pulling somebody over. Daisy likes checking it out. See, here's more place. This was some kind of dollar thing. Went out of business. No, he did seem nice. And you know, there's 99% of the time everything's fine. But if you go back and you look at that, it was just, you know, it just didn't make sense. In a polite way, Simca described it as it looked like an episode, which I would agree with. Oh, it's confusing as hell. Email me and I'll give you the crash course on it over the phone, because you'll drive yourself nuts trying to work that thing if you haven't fooled with it. They are finicky as hell. I can get you taping something right out of the chute. Yeah, you have my email, don't you? It's Tom Reed, R-E-E-D, 1956@gmail.com. First thing you want to do is charge the batteries. Did you just get one battery? Because if that's all you got, I would get an extra battery. You'll go through them, especially up there in that cold weather. and I can tell you where to get some add-ons cheaper. There's some things you want to get off market and some things you don't. But get that battery charged. And put in there when's a good time to call you. Yeah, I got gas for $3.06 today. Yep. Yeah, which is pretty good. Yeah, Daisy's a great dog. She loves riding around. She wanted to go. I don't know why she wanted to go out so bad, but she did. She loves the nighttime too. This Walgreens even closes at 9 now. I mean, you don't even see like janitors cleaning like you used to. Yeah, it is. She looks around, checks things out. Yeah, she loves the nightlife. Yeah, I couldn't never find a dog that worked out this good. No way. She'll sleep right at the end of the bed all night. If it gets too cold, she'll cuddle up, which is rare, but she will do it. Oh, okay, me, Kenny. Yeah, I'll tell you the easy way. I mean, I hate doing this shit, to be honest with you. Everybody thinks I'm some camera expert. Believe me, I do the bare minimum. I hate that shit, and the GoPro is even worse. There goes a rabbit. See him? GoPro is even worse. You'll drive yourself nuts. It's not like intuitive. If you just turned it on, you'd be there a month trying to take one picture. It's not like a regular camera, you just fool with the knobs. Oh, Beaverton? Yeah, I go down there. You know, they got nailed with that dam breach, you know. Never did see the black kitten again. And he wasn't squashed flatter than a pancake. So I don't know what happened. Hey, Okie, how's it going? How you feeling? Yeah, I get obsessed with things. Tell you the truth. That place across the street got bought. They're going to do a drive-through pharmacy, which doesn't make any sense. We already got Walmart. Now we're going to have Myers. We got Rite Aid, Walgreens in this dinky town. Then they buy that for another one that you're not going to go into, just drive through. Plus, it's a pain in the ass getting in and out of there. It's like the worst intersection ever. How are you? Couldn't even go to a bar, I don't think, right now and get a drink. When I started coming up here in 78, there were two bars, one behind me and one up here. It'd take an hour to get in there on the weekends. Live entertainment. Shit, there hasn't been that in this town in God no, who knows how long. I mean, like I said, 100 years, it was even busier then. And the cops hang out here at night. They sit over here in this funeral home. You know, of course, if you live here, you know that. Oh, you got ulcers. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, drive-through drugs. Up here, they used to have drive-through liquor stores, and I think the state put an end to that. There was one up here, though. I remember going through it. all gas stations are closing a lot earlier. Oh, mouth ulcers. Oh, wow. You certainly had some bad luck. I was hoping you got over all that shit. We got quite a few sex offenders here, too, for a small town. 3 of them work at this Goodwill store or this Christian deal at the end of town. I got this weird, quirky thing that probably means I have the onset symptoms of dementia or schizophrenia, but I remember faces like in a strange way. Sometimes when I've only seen them once in like 40 years. No shit. It's got nothing to do with PI work. And I go on there once in a while and I thought, oh, I see these guys every time I go in there. And it was all like super weird shit, like kids under 13, that kind of stuff. Yeah, sorry about that, Okie. Oh, Saline, yeah, Saline's all mega bucks now. That was nothing when I went to Eastern Michigan, so I lived up around that area. That's where we report coming out from the Southwest, Saline, when you're at Saline. Saline's all big bucks now. Oh, Milan, yeah, I had a girlfriend from there. There was a really good basketball player that came out of there, Stan Joplin. I think he played at Bowling Green. No, he went to Toledo. I love that whole area, Milan. Milan's kind of gotten expensive, too. Oh, did you? Did you go to Milan High School? I went to Monroe Community College for about a year and a half, and a lot of people were from Milan. Hey Sandy, how you doing? Doing the midnight cruise. Giving you a tour of a one-horse town. One half horse now. Darker than hell. I don't know what time the moon's coming up, but I bet it's not that far off. It should be a nice night. I don't know what the status of the moon is. It was almost full 5 or 6 days ago. The upper GI is very complicated. You get that bacteria off just a little bit, and you can have all sorts of problems. Yeah. No kidding, you're still feeling that bad, Okie. That sucks. Oh, really, Melissa? What are those things you take? You can take for your upper GI. You can buy them. I can't think of the name right now. You know, you take them to hopefully probiotics. That's a hit and miss thing too. You got to get lucky. You know who has some good ones though? I researched those quite a bit for a while. Is Whole Foods. You can get them frozen and cultured by special places, and frozen and all sorts of stuff. They certainly got better ratings than the ones you just buy in a bottle at Walgreens. See how dark it is? See, now this is pretty well marked down here. But man, I'll tell you, you get south of the Mackinac Bridge on a rainy, dark night. I mean, it is dark. You don't have these clues like this. This stuff really matters. These little lights, reflectors. Yeah, certain things. Yeah, you're right. Yep. I got them busted in Chicago for selling king crab legs too small. No, that's what happened with my damn YouTube channel, Chosen One. I know exactly how it happens. I never even thought people would watch it. I was just naming it, and I just got done watching the LeBron James documentary like the day before, and I thought, oh, Chosen One, but it's a pain in the ass. People think, oh, you think you're the chosen one? No, you moron. It's WON. I sit and watch people. They'll say, well, what's the name of your channel? It's like Chosen One. And I spell it before they even start writing. And they still spell it wrong. It's just the way you're raised. They spell it O-N-E. It's a pain in the ass name. Oh, Meat Candy. I think it's a good name, Meat Candy. It gets people talking. 10% of the people think it's sex, and another 10 know what it really is, and the other 80% ask. That's a good name. It stimulates conversation. Yeah, Meat Candy. I think it'd look good on the back of a boat. Meat Candy. I think it'd be cool. You need to now. There's a channel that'd be a great name to promote. Meat Candy T-shirts. Had your meat candy today. Oh, congratulations. Good for you. You're probably bittersweet about that. Nice summer day. Wish you were out sitting there. Every minute you spend on a nice summer day, there's 19 hours messing with it. So congratulations. Yeah, good name for a band too. Yeah, Meat Candy. Yep. I'm in West Branch, Michigan. Yeah, I think that's a good name, Meat Candy. Yeah, the meat puppets. When you Google Meat Candy, it looks pretty cool. It looks like barbecued squares of meat, like reddish colored and brown. It looks good. Yeah, slip fees, bullshit. Boats are, I was stupid enough to look at a 40-foot boat about 2 weeks ago. These old wooden Chris Crafts. They're just gorgeous. Sleep 8. They got, $10,000 worth of teak in them. They're gas guzzlers, but people have kept them in shape. You can get one for like 20 grand, 24 grand. I thought about just buying the thing, getting Chosen One painted on the back, having a couple big blowout orgies, and then sinking it at the end of the summer. They look just like the Gilligan's Island boat. But the more I researched them, it was like, do not do this. I mean, I got 2 kayaks I probably shouldn't have bought. Meat puppets. Yeah, well, that's how it is though with motorhomes. That guy I know that owns a paper company, they bought one at an auction. They've been working on it for a month and it only had like 8,000 miles on it. They got so frustrated they sold it for a loss. Oh, it sure can, yeah. The road to hell's paved with good intentions. That's no shit. When you should have had that motorhome was when you were in high school. Get some real use out of it. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, I've driven 2 Class A motorhomes back, the big ones from people in Miami, and I thought, man, you couldn't give me one of these damn things, except when I was in high school. That'd have been great, or even college. I'd have drove that thing about 2 miles. Would have been great. But I don't like driving them. They're big. There's a million places you can't go. There's a ton of places you can't go in national parks with a motorhome. You know, you want to go to downtown St. Augustine, forget it. Can't go through a drive-through. I mean, they got their use. I get it. But I found I'd much rather sleep on a hotel bed where people have had intercourse 11,000 times before I got there. Yeah, he's a super good guy. Great guy. You don't need a job, do you? They're looking for help down there. I got friends of mine that won't stay in motels and hotels because that's on their mind. Yeah, luminol, right? Probably light up like a damn nuclear reactor. That's what I'm gonna start calling Daisy meat candy. I got lucky getting this damn condo, 75 grand. Now they're like 140 or some shit like that, which isn't like a lot, but I see what these people are paying for these dumps. Yeah, no luminol. They're actually like they have counts like Walmart, Amazon. They buy boxes and then they deliver them all over Atlanta. All kinds of boxes. I don't even. I did know the name of it, but I don't. You know, I knew him as like a guy. I'll get you the name of it. I can't think of it right now, but I barely knew it to begin with. It's a paper products thing. Yeah, it's a steal. It really is. Yeah. Come on, Daisy, you want to go pee pee, son? See, back in the old days when we were doing a lot of chats like 2 and 3 years ago, these lights in the back of the strip mall and this Walgreens were on all night. So that's why it looks so dark, because they turn them off now. Yeah, but even up here, I mean, now it's like, I mean, it was, but that had been on the market 5 years. I didn't even want it, but wanted to get out of Chicago, and I needed a place to store all my shit. So the first time I looked at it, I thought, who would buy these junky ass places? Behind a Walgreens and a golf course and the other one, well, that's the best place I've ever lived. Taxes are $1,700 a year. I don't do shit. That's why I just fuck off all the time. No car payment, no house payment, sleep in, stay up late. No, but he's got a sister-in-law that's tied to some ministry down there because he was talking one day about knowing me. I met him through eBay actually. And she does a deal where she like rescues prostitutes and topless dancers. And it's right down around that area. Yeah. Yep. Daisy, what you doing, hon? You got meat candy, hon? Yeah, I got it made. I think I do. Feeling good, hon? Huh? Feeling good? Feeling good, honey? Come on, hon. You're not getting another tree. You got 3 tonight. Here's my bedroom. I'm about 80% done with. Got it all painted. What do you want, hon? Keep a fan on all the time. Got my salt light on. That's Daisy's fan. What, hon? What are you doing, hon? Go to bed. What do you want, treat? Come on, Betty, hon. Come on to Betty. I got too many books. Oh, thanks, Jabo. Yeah, I never make my bed. Actually, I got 2 covers on top of this kind of half-ass expensive quilt thing, and I don't want Daisy getting them dirty. And that's what these 2 things are. Come on, Daisy. Come on to Betty, hon. Come on, meat candy. Get up here. What do you want? What do you want? Come, Betty. Come, Betty. Look at this big old rawhide I got her. Come, Betty. Look at this rawhide, hon. 2-foot rawhide. You want this 2-foot rawhide? Wow, look at that. Wow. Look at that. Wow, give me that. Give me that. Yeah, that's how I am. I don't make my bed. Give me that 2-foot rawhide. The noise, I got a fan and then I got an air purifier. I keep those going all the time. Yeah, it is cold in here. Yeah, she's weird about her toys. Yeah, I'm glad it worked out for her. She's been such a great dog. Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't like certain things getting touched. That's been laying around for 5 years. You guys into books at all much? I got books everywhere. There, closets filled with books, books under the bed. Hey, Lady Light. Yeah, these are all right, but honestly, I don't really like them that much. They look nice, but they're a pain in the ass. They're not tall, they're not deep. But you always got to mess with those doors. I'm in that other room I just showed you. I'm having all shelves. Be way better. Yeah, I don't like Kindle. Yeah, I can. It will, because I'm gonna take the. I'm gonna excuse me, make my bedroom downstairs. I'm gonna make this room a book room too. In my whole living room a book room. I don't even have kitchen furniture. Excuse me. I never have anybody over. And I cook something, I eat it standing up. Hey, T-Self. Yeah. No shit. I got like 2 plates that I use all the time. Yeah, I like real books. Yeah, I don't like the e-books. I just can't get into it. You know, they say you don't learn at the same rate. I've read a couple articles on that. I don't know if that's true or not. Here's a pretty good book. Franz Kafka. That's a good book. Yeah, I got a lot of hobbies. A lot of books. This book is about forests in Michigan. Dopamine Diary. I'm getting a load of books tomorrow. Falling into Theory. This is my placebo experiment. The Power of Positive Doing. Trying to get more done. Protocols of Reading. Nikon. Maxim PC. Virus Hunt. Grammar Bible. Science is Sugar. Grammar. When antidepressants aren't enough. Yeah, they sure aren't. That's when liquor comes in. Handbook of Research on Cluster Theory. The Lost Chord. Solving the Mystery of Spinal Cord Regeneration. Street Addicts. How valuable they are to an economy, which is crazy, but it's true. In different ways. Yeah, I got too many hobbies. No, liquor doesn't help. You're right, Emily. It's for sure. Messes up your sleep too. If you're into computers, this one right here. I built a couple computers, none of them worked. I check out, this is Interesting Magazine, what chartered airplanes go to. The big ones go for about $10,000 an hour. The medium about $7,000. Craving for Ecstasy. A positive approach to mood alteration. This is about mushrooms, really. Nikon book. How to focus. All these books. Those are old Bibles. Oh, really? I have Dope Sick, yep. I got Google stuff. porn. That's like porn, how it affects society. Staying alive. I got a lot of them. You name it. Plus, I do a lot of memorization stuff. Like this. Chemistry, I'm a big flashcard nut. Dreyer's English. That kind of stuff. Any of you guys got those things that like you put this stent in it and it like comes out at night? That's where I grew up. These are all different books. Book of Eggs, Dreamland, the sushi economy, how they almost wiped out bluefin tuna. Yeah, I use it. I got a lot of old books, a couple oil paintings. Just a lot of different subjects, you know. Filmmaker's Handbook. Yeah, they did, Lady Night, sure did. Got a lot of chemistry books. These are old books. These are different things. Those were done by an art class somewhere a long time ago. That's a display of bananas. That's when I used to ride around the helicopter doing the radio reports. Hughes 500C. It's a WJR AAA jet copter. WWJ, I mean. Stroh's jet copter. That's when I first started the detective agency. So nothing too great, but you know, I think it's interesting. These are all old books. These are all old books. Right here. Those are all old books. Series. That kind of thing. These are all, I even got books under the bed. Yeah, I like books. Yeah, it's a rosewood. It's carved, hand-carved rosewood bed. So it's okay, you know, nothing like that expensive or anything. I never listen to the radio anymore either. It's weird. I don't even turn it on when I'm driving. Got a lot of books on insects. You know, okay stuff. I'm glad I don't collect anything anymore. It's a mental illness. That's one I was able to cure. I got to work on the rest of them. Yeah, you're right, Day to Day. Yeah, just it's all bad. No interesting talk shows. I like the old Dick Cavett days, Tom Snyder, even Johnny Carson. These idiots on there now. Conan O'Brien is terrible. Jimmy Kimmel's terrible. These other guys, just so boring. Yeah, David Frost, yep. Even, I never thought in a million years I'd miss Larry King. Nightline. Yeah, it's bullshit. Yeah, they're stupid. They're not funny. No, I never really cared for that guy, Jon Stewart. I mean, I could be wrong. I probably didn't give him a good chance, but... Yeah, I mean, I don't read every book cover to cover either. It's the advantage of not needing to go to college anymore. I just read the good parts, but it's still way more than I'd know if I didn't. I buy most, I buy probably 95% of my books used. I try to get hardcover. I used to have a pretty good old Bible collection. I sold most of them. Oh, you like true crime, huh, Melissa? I used to love Unsolved Mysteries. I loved City Confidential. I got sick of the first 48. And I do like American Greed, but they keep showing the same one over and over. Oh, did you? Okay. Yeah, I thought about it a couple times. I'm actually a shitty student. You know, some things I do okay at, but there's a lot of things that come together for you to like do something. I don't know. I thought about that for a while, but now it's like it's not worth it to do what. It's not like the old days. I don't think. Like say I got, especially at this age, and I really don't need a job, so it doesn't make any sense. And there was a transition period that I'm glad I got out of because there's a time you go through life and you think it's this faux credibility, and maybe if you had a PhD or a master's degree, you could do some. That's a bunch of bullshit. I mean, I'm glad I passed that phase without taking the bait. Yeah, it's not as good. It won't be the same though without Paul Winfield. It's just like Peter Thomas when they tried to replace his voice on Forensic Files. Nobody watched it. That new guy tried to talk like him, and it was terrible. They did the same thing with Paul Harvey on radio. It just doesn't work. Yeah, Paul Winfield is a great narrator. I love those, man. I've watched the same episode. Like they're on YouTube, over and over a few times. Uh, I really love that show. I loved Unsolved Mysteries. And I'll tell you, I have not watched Jeopardy one time since Alan Trebek died. Yeah, it was really unique. Did you ever read the comments on some of those videos? These idiots were always accusing him being drunk and stuff. They're so stupid. Reminds me of people on a YouTube channel. Yeah, Paul Harvey. Yep. Yeah. No, not really, Dwana. Not. No, I would say they're not. I don't think I had a life-changing thing in anything. To tell you the truth. You gotta be careful what you read and what the agenda is and who wrote it and what their life experience. It's like I remember when there was a time when I was young, I'd get in an airplane with anybody. I'd think, oh, they got a pilot's license, take me for a plane ride. And then as I aged and I got around and I saw things, there are some people, I'm lucky I survived riding around with them in a damn airplane. And I've noticed as I've gotten older and I've recognized agendas and biases and people being subjective in their own life experience that made them write the way they do. So I'm very aware of, what kind of message you're trying to get across. You know what I mean? You can sell things. It's like when people give me the answers to questions and I read a book compiled of supposed data, I want to know what the questions were asked. It has a lot to do with it. I mean, 60 Minutes is famous for, they can make you look like the village idiot or somebody that should be nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. It's all on how it's presented. That's why I like the sciences so much. It takes that out of it. Yeah, my enemy, yep. Yeah, I mean, Paul Harvey, that just seemed like, even Casey Kasem. Then he ended up having crazy kids, and that wife, she didn't seem like she was playing with a full deck. I mean, how these people get tied up with these people is like sad. Yeah, right. Well, it's much easier to make a TV show. You know, a lot of things are solved accidentally. And once you're someone that's privy to that, you could make a hell of a TV show because, you know, they were led down the wrong pike right up until the end when they solved it accidentally. And that makes for compelling TV. Netflix is famous for that. Yeah, I mean, I think Casey had a pretty good life. I'm assuming this until the end. And then they were like running him around sick, sleeping on cots and flop houses and bullshit. Yeah, it was too bad. I'm sure if Casey would have known what was coming down the pike, he'd have took a Uber to San Francisco Bridge and jumped off the top of it while he was still able to do so. Would have saved him a lot of grief. I'm talking about that guy in Wisconsin that killed that girl that was working for Auto Trader. What's the hell's the name of it? Some portrait of a killer or something like that. As it turns out, they knew that there were part of his conviction was based on bone fragments that they found in a burn barrel. And if I'd have known that, I'd never watched the whole damn thing. But if you would have known that, that's the whole key. And they're smart, and they tell you this isn't a documentary. This is a movie about this guy. Well, yeah, thanks for leaving out like the most important evidence of the entire damn deal. And once you have that, everything is bullshit. You know, he was guilty as hell. He got exactly what he deserved. Oh, the update. Yeah, Casey. He lived pretty old life though, you know. I don't know, man. I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to be rich. I don't want to be famous. I don't want to write a book. I just want to be like not known. That was starting to get to be a problem down there in Detroit, especially in a damn crime-ridden shithole like that city. Cops hassling me, people bugging me. I don't want that. Yeah, bookstores are dead. Plus, I'd have to interact with people, small talk, drive me nuts. Yeah, I don't even think rich. You got to be careful too. You end up buying all this bullshit that you think's gonna make you happy. No, I just talked to Maddie yesterday. I still keep in touch with some of them. Talked to Tassie today. I'm just not doing videos of them like I used to. I never saw that. Yeah. Yeah, I keep in touch with them, but that area is slow, it's dangerous. It's not like it was during that time period. Oh, did it, Jabo? I haven't had TV in about a year this time. Just nothing on there interesting. Even the damn forensic files are, I've watched them. It's not worth $140 a month. I mean, I was down to like nothing to watch. You don't even get the Weather Channel up here anymore. You get some old half-baked place trying to act like the Weather Channel. I used to love the Weather Channel. I loved MTV when it came out. Now it's all this like faker and it's just not good. Marguerite's doing great. Maddie talked about her about a week ago. She said she's doing very well. Yeah, I believe that, Jen. I would vote for that. Yep. Oh, thanks, Lady Night Light. Who's got 525 subscribers? People think that subscribers, that's what everybody considers whether or not you're successful, but really it's not. It doesn't have anything to do with subscribers. There is a relationship between subscribers and views, but not that strong a one. Yeah, I'm about ready to order the full box set of Gilligan's Island. I'm not shitting you. Unsolved Mysteries too. Really? I just watch them and like pay close attention instead of just taking it for granted that it was going to last forever. You know, Marianne died of COVID just recently. She had racked up a couple drunk driving tickets. She has a YouTube channel. Of course, there'll be no new content, but she seemed like a sweet lady. Oh, Carrie Kasem. Yeah, the one daughter's really pretty, but I don't know, something's not right there. And I don't really didn't see much on Ginger. I'll get the damn Beverly Hillbillies too. You know, you just took those shows for granted, man. They were cool. Good night, JP. Have a good day tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really get into too much TV. I like Richard Attenborough, those BBC things on animals. Let me tell you, man, I appreciate him even more, like dinking around the video I do. I don't know how they get a lot of those shots. They must sit out in the damn woods for 10 years straight to get some of that fantastic videography. I'm not kidding you. Superb. Yeah, mind-blowing. Yeah, I mean, these people, they're like unique people. I mean, there's guys that'll sit out in the tent for 4 months with the same underwear trying to get a couple of rare crickets screwing on top of a weed. No thanks. Yeah, I loved Ellie Mae. I loved Ginger. I loved Bewitched. I like Donna Reed. I like Mary Tyler Moore. Yeah, Donna Reed. I thought she was pretty. We got the Kardashians now. Yeah, Mannix, yep. Even Columbo was good. Oh, does she do some pretty good philanthropy? Huh. Boy, Madonna's looking pretty strange. Oh, Yellowstone, is that pretty good, Lisa? Huh. No, I didn't like Hogan's Heroes. Yeah, I didn't like Telly Savalas either. Kojak. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't like Petticoat Junction that much either. Oh, the Bissell Vacuum family. Big time T-Stel. Yeah, super cute. Mary Tyler Moore was super pretty too. Yeah, Elizabeth Montgomery, yep. Oh, it was Miami. Oh, okay. Yeah, do they even sell all that junk on TV late at night anymore? Like things that dice your vegetables and, you know, freezer bags and that crap? Oh, do they lay like? Okay. Yeah, Vegematic, stuff like that. Yeah. Did you guys ever see that movie Hall Pass? I thought that was pretty good. Yeah, I think they made her look like that though. I know it. See, I don't like watching stuff recorded later on. It's weird, isn't it? Even though they do it on TV. Where I'm at, it's 1:12 a.m. Hey, Verdon. Yeah, I don't really watch TV. Yeah, I don't even see like movies. Can you even go to movie theaters? Are they even open? I don't even like see anything about them anymore. Are there any good movies coming out? That's why I'm just basically stuck to documentaries. Oh, how was that, Okie? Tammy Bay seemed like a sweet person. Oh, okay, baby T. Oh, you like that, huh? I don't like Halloween anything. Just it didn't even interest me as a kid. Oh, was he Okie? Yeah, I get bored. That's what I am. Yeah. Yeah, right. T stealth. Yep. Yeah, I like drive-ins. They're cool. Where's that at, Lisa? I used to love going to drive-in. Had that heater you put in your car. It's great. Oh, really, Melissa? Yeah, I used to think those girls were pretty. Yeah, I look for it. So damn fun. I wish I could get 1% that excited. I'm not kidding you. I can remember the old days of going out parking. Need a damn squeegee to get the condensation off the inside of the windows. Had my windshield wipers on. That was August. The good old days. It's a fan, Jen. Yeah, no shit. I had the same setup up here because I was 21 when my sister built this McDonald's up here. And she was always traveling. She had a nice house. So I could come up here whenever I wanted. The McDonald's people. Then I started flying up here in an airplane. The McDonald's people would pick me up, take me over to the house. I had a car when I was here. It was perfect. You know, I kind of got a late start because my parents were kind of dirty and alcoholics, and we had a shitty house, and they had crappy cars. So I didn't really get moving until I graduated. And then I went to a junior college. I had a lot of girlfriends, to be honest with you. Up until about 25, it was like unbelievably great. I mean, no kidding. It was just like a movie they'd make about a young guy dating. It was like so awesome. I'd say my first real girlfriend, I had a lot of them really. The first real serious one, I was 21 though, but I had a lot of like dates before that. So great. Good night, lady. It was so fun. Yeah, I went to a junior college, and then that was a lot of fun. Then I dropped out a year, and then I went to a 4-year college, and that was even better. But I always worked when I was going to school. I worked at UPS or I was a security guard or something. And then, like, heading into my mid 20s, it was like already like you could see like this is changing a lot. You know, people like the good stuff was involved. Going with somebody, you could see, I could see as I was heading towards 30, it was a much different situation than it was when 18, 19, 20. You know, the numbers were dropping big time. And then I majored in criminal justice, which was a joke. Yeah, wasn't that great, Lisa? Teen love. I am married. I am married. Red hair. Red hair. Yeah. And I can remember when I was like, uh, how old was I? Some damn shit was going around. I guess it would have been right when they were first talking about HIV, and I thought, oh, god damn it. That's all we need. Yeah. Good night, KP. I don't think I was. I don't think I was. Oh, really, Jabo? What I miss about it, it was just exciting. There were nothing at stake. You know, you were just attracted to them, but you know, you weren't talking about getting married or anything, and they looked so brand new. You know, just made up, not a damn piece of dust on their tennis shoe. Just fun, super nice. It wasn't reality. I guess that's what I liked about it. Their ass wasn't busting out of their jeans. Yeah, all new. Just stay up all night talking about stupid stuff. Yeah. Well, you talk about anything. Just stay. You hear the birds coming out and stuff. The sun coming up was great. Walks, take these walks. It didn't matter what you did. Yeah. Well, that's the problem. They did change. I look back, I'm sure they think the same thing about me. I look back at some of my old girlfriends from like the 70s, and I think that I'm looking at the damn winner of the month in a convalescent center. I'm not shitting you. In my crazy, messed up mind, they look like my grandmother. God damn. There's a couple that aren't bad. Yeah, I don't know what she said. Probably said something nice. Oh, Daisy Dukes. Yeah, it was just a good time. Yeah, I was talking the other night. There's a couple of my neighbors that I've seen uh, without makeup. I didn't even recognize them. I'm not shitting you. That's one advantage women have, makeup. It's huge. One of my favorite books, yeah. I mean, I read a lot of science. Uh, I'm reading, I do, well, yeah, well, I just got this Robert Sapolsky book. Hang on a sec. This book. Hey, Christine. Nah, I usually turn off the lights or go home. I don't think we get people here like we used to. When there were kids that were living here, I'd buy them something special. And, but we don't, now these cities seem to like have a party in the park or something. It's just too much weird shit happening. And then COVID. So since I've lived here, either I was out of town, chronically depressed with the curtains drawn, or gave the kids that lived in the area special presents. Yeah. Oh, that's cool, Lisa. Yeah, I think the best place to get books is eBay. It's way cheaper than Amazon, and it's a hell of a selection. I get a ton of books from a place called Better World Books in Mishawaka, Indiana. You can find them on eBay. Better World Books. They have a West Coast location too. Yeah, it is down. It's like that, Salty. Oh, really? Okay, no kidding. Hey, Philip. Wow. Huh. Yeah, I just looked up that Radisson down there in Indy Atlantic. I might go down there for a few days. I'm gonna see if I could get Daisy in if I got that letter from a doctor. No, Melissa, look at Better World Books, Mishawaka, Indiana. They always got a special, free shipping. You can't beat it. Yeah. Now on that emotional support thing, can they keep you out of a place with that or not? Yeah, good, Philip. Oh, they can, huh? But not a hotel? Oh, okay, Jen. How is that, baby T? Oh, okay. Now, when you get that on an airplane, do you get to bring them in the cabin with you, or do they have to be in the cargo? Yeah, it's that's Better World Books does that, Melissa. A lot of the time, stuff like that. Oh wow. Oh, okay, Christine. Yeah, that's a good guess. Are they out of Mishawaka, Indiana? Do you remember? Oh. Yeah, she is. I mean, I trust her now, but there was a long time where you couldn't. She would bite. Oh, thank you, John. Yeah, I wonder when hey, Salty, when do you think, uh, I don't, what do you think the temperatures would be like in December down there in Indy Atlantic? Hey, Mark. Hey, John. Yeah, how you been? Oh, you got to get that on there? Oh, thanks. Hey, Pam, how you doing? Oh, okay. Nothing special. Nothing really. Oh, yeah, I got the vaccination. I do like driving though. Oh, okay. Good, Pam. What a joke, Daisy, my support animal. That is so fraudulent. Okie, aren't you going to that wedding pretty soon? Oh, what's the difference? When is that? Oh, okay. Are you driving? Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, right. I think it's over near Grand Rapids. Yeah, he's a good dog. No, nope, Philip, nope. Yeah, that's a crappy time of the year to drive all that way. Yeah, yeah, that'd be cool, Christine. Yeah, guard dog. Yep. Well, I think I'm gonna make something to eat and take a shower and try to get to sleep earlier. It's weird how like some nights I'm like full of energy, stay up all night, no problem. Like last night till 6. Now tonight I'm a little tired. I'm about 2 hours. I was just in Harbor Springs the other day. I went up that Highway 119 tunnel of trees. Nah, I never do, Melissa. No, I never. That's not my style. Yeah, she was nice to you. Yep. You have a good day, Philip. Nah, I just like a room. I don't even need a TV, internet. That's it. You have a good night. Have a good day tomorrow. Yeah, that's what I think. It's weird. I just wouldn't like that. I don't know. I can't explain it. You know, I own a bed and breakfast down in Florida. I guess I just at this point in my life I don't feel comfortable where the mattress hasn't had people having intercourse on it at least 8,500 times before I got there. Under the seat. No, I'm the same way, Okie. Good night, T Stealth. Yeah, I don't like staying at people's house. I really don't. Yeah, it's awkward. Although when I went to Hilton Head, that was cool, but that was rare. It's awkward. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right, Okie. Yeah, I agree. In the morning, you got that right. Yeah, I don't think I'd like it. No, I'd just rather stay in a Motel 6 or a Red Roof Inn. Well, you guys have a good night tonight. Yeah, I don't like it either, baby. Oh, cool. That's a big deal, Mark. Cool. Well, you guys have a good night tonight and a good day tomorrow. I'll do that, Christine. Yeah, thanks, me, Candy. All right, Okie. Good night. Good night, Melissa. Yeah, I'll give it a try, Melissa. Party all night long. Good night, Kim. See you, Mark. Yeah, you're welcome, Lisa. Good having you. See you, salty girl. Thank you. Okay, goodbye, you guys. See you, Frisky. Bye, Mark. See you, Philip. Yeah, I do, baby T. Yeah.